Hello, friends. I'm glad you're here. We need to talk about this full moon in Scorpio that's happening tonight, May 7th. And it's going to be with us for, really strong for at least a week, but probably until the next full moon. So we're going to be experiencing some energies, and we need to know what energies these are and kind of know how to deal with them, right? Now, one thing about this full moon and Scorpio, it's going to bring in even more change. And I know we've been talking about this change forever, but it's a change that, to move us fully into the place where we want to be, this more long-term and stable that makes us happy. And the changes that we have been making, like since the first of the year, has been about getting us on this new path, this new right path. And the changes we're going to be making from here on out are changes that are now going to be about getting us more stable into this new path and grounded. New moons are about ending things or completing things, right? And so what are we ending and completing? Well, it has to do with Scorpio, since this full moon is in Scorpio. So Scorpio represents also endings and transformations. It also has to do with our money and maybe losing money, intimate, deep relationships, karmic relationships. So if we put what Scorpio represents with what the full moon represents together, I would say this is going to be about ending karmic things like karmic relationships, ending a time of all this change, ending a time of losing money, ending a time of deep, uncomfortable emotions, so we can transform and step into new situations, and those new situations that we really actually want to be in, that we're more comfortable in, a different life that we feel more comfortable with, and maybe finding new ways of making money to where we aren't running out at the end of the month or just plain losing money. Now, that is at least the goal of this full moon. And in saying that, it could also expand all this, all these things first before we settle into the place we're supposed to be. What does that mean? It means we may have to go deeper into this change, into losing money again. We may have to go deeper into these deep, uncomfortable emotions, and deeper into karmic relationships and baggage that we have, because only when we do that are we able to move to that better place. See, if we don't deal, we can't heal. You hear me say that a lot. But there is a lot of healing energy here that's coming in. And that healing brings us into a more light-hearted, happy, and unburdened energy. Because once we get rid of all that baggage and all that, it's a weight off our shoulders. And then it helps us move our life into a place that more represents us, who we are, and what we really want. And that makes us more productive in all areas of our life. But we have to do it. We have to take that step forward and do it ourselves. See, we have free will. We can ignore these energies or we can move with them. But we have to do it. We still have to finish the changes that we need to make. And yes, I want to tell you guys, some of it is going to be uncomfortable and even hard. But it will be worth it. We will create different and better situations than we have had in the past. We will be turning our life around for the better, guys. And because of where Mercury is right now, coming into the picture here, it means going into ourselves and coming into some clarity of who we are, what we are, and what we want. and then having conversations that need to be had. Now, conversations about clearing karma and conversations about where we want our future to go. And with Mercury conjuncting Mars, and Mars being a planet of what? War. That means there's going to be some hard, emotional, and sometimes explosive conversations. Again, they will be worth it in the end, let me tell you. It's because we have all these thoughts, and all these thoughts come with emotions, right? And some emotions have anger and frustrations. And you know what I'm talking about. And even fighting words. Some of those have fighting words. Because we're speaking our truth. And some people in our tribe or in our circle don't want to hear our truth. And don't want to hear the changes that we are making. Because they may not agree with us. It's okay. So, how do I see this full moon energy for most of us, I think? I see it as it will start out a little bit negative, but will end very positive. You know, totally positive. So don't get frustrated. It's going to be positive in the end, because Mars also brings passion. It brings that passion into this whole situation here. And we're going to be passionate about making the changes we're making. The changes we know we have to make. We have to stand up and say, you know what? This isn't working anymore. It's not working for me. It's not working for you. The whole situation's not working anymore. We have to stand up and say, no. And then move to a place where it does work for us. All of us are in some different space in our life with this COVID-19 going around globally. And it's making us think and see what is really important in our lives, what we really want. And then it's causing us to see the changes that we need to make to get there. Get to the place where we need to be. But I have to say also that Venus is going into retrograde in Gemini, adds a little twist. And that kind of means all these changes, it may not be the end. Not necessarily the end. But it is the end of the beginning. Right? So again, any of this frustration, guys, that comes up will end up in the long run for the best, for you, for all of us. It's a great energy. It's just a little bump in the road here. And it's just a bump. Just a season. So, guys, I love you hard. I want you to love me hard back. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. When you hit that subscribe button, guys, a little bell's going to pop up there. Hit that bell. Hit all so you will be alerted to any videos that I post. And I hope you keep going and growing. That's what it's all about. And until next time, I'll see you then.